Hey guys, I hope this finds you well and that you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. I want to see who's hopping on the live and put a one if you're tuning in live and where you're tuning in from. And if you end up checking out the replay, then put a two replay and where you're tuning in from. So I hope that you are recovering. If you had a bit of a food coma from enjoying your Thanksgiving meal or meals, I hope you are coming out of that food coma. How many of you have been shopping? How many have been taking advantage of Black Friday deals, either online or at the local malls and stores? Comment if you are shopping locally and or shopping online this year and how that's been going for you. So I prefer to do a bit of online shopping personally. I'm not a huge fan of the crowds and getting out there like I was when I was younger. Can anyone else relate to that? Are you more of an online shopper than you are an in-person, go to the store shopper? I think it depends also what I'm shopping for. There are some things that I want to be in person to shop for versus others. But for the most part, I would say I'm a bit more of an online shopper. Hey, Marcy, thanks for tuning in. I hope you had a wonderful Thanksgiving. And like I said, that I hope that everyone's recovering from their food comas, whether that was turkey induced or just the amount of food that you enjoyed and consumed on Thanksgiving. So I'm excited to talk tonight about pet health and how important it is to recognize. A lot of times we may focus on people health, but our furry friends deserve our attention and our support as well. And, oh, nice. Okay. Marcy says about giving gift cards. Yeah, I'm a huge fan of gift cards as well because, you can give that to someone and then they can use it when they're able to use it and also on what they want to use it for, depending on what the gift card is for. Nice. It's very flexible that way. And so I'm going to talk about pet health and why it's so important. And first of all, I'm going to start off with asking you if you have at least one pet, one furry friend at home. And also let me know what kind of furry friend you have. It could be a fairly common pet. It could be cat, dog, or maybe you have something more exotic at home, like maybe a guinea pig, a chinchilla, some type of bird. So I love hearing about pets. Pets are a fun thing. And I have a cat at home. Absolutely adore her. She is an orange cat, and her name is Ginger. I call her Gigi for short. She is a huge, a huge awesome addition to my life. I can't remember what it was like, or I can kind of remember what it was like prior to getting her. And I had to advocate to be able to have her because I rent. And I'm so glad that I did advocate because she is such a contribution to my life. She helps remind me to relax. She is also just so loving and a part of my family. So comment, how pets have contributed to your life, and I'd love to hear what pets you have. Feel free to drop a picture of your pet in the comments. I would also love to see that. Maybe if you have pictures of your pet and Santa, that's become a big thing, so I'd love for you to drop a picture of your pet and Santa too, if you have that. Hey guys, hey Cleon, hey everybody who's hopping on. All right, Marcy, 4 dogs, 2 cats. There's so many pets out there that really need a good, loving home. So props to everybody who, has those pets and if you've rescued a pet, that's awesome. My pet came from the Humane Society, and while it does cost something, I'm so grateful and thankful that I was able to rescue her from a shelter and provide her with a loving home. So let's get started, I guess, with the health aspect that I'm going to talk about. So people are facing chronic illness at an all-time high. I recently discovered that it's about 130 million Americans are suffering with a chronic illness, and that equates to about 40%, guys. 40% of the U.S. population is dealing with a chronic illness. That is something that is near and dear to my heart because I dealt with digestive issues and autoimmunity and inflammation for 7 years, and I sought help actively. And it took an extremely long time to put the puzzle pieces together and figure out how to turn my health and my life around. And pets, they're smaller, they're dealing with the same thing. And sadly, they end up becoming toxic, having health issues sooner than we do because they're smaller and their bodies can only handle so much. So that's why I really wanted to talk about this tonight, is because it's so important for our furry friends as well. Hey, Kate, thanks for tuning in. Hey, Craig, thanks for tuning in as well. And so I'm going to talk about oxidative stress. How many of you are familiar with oxidative stress? It's related to inflammation. Put in the comment box how familiar you are with it, what you think it is, and I will elaborate on that some more. All right, giving you some time to think. What is oxidative stress? Have you heard of it before? All right. So, if you have not heard of oxidative stress before, no worries, but you definitely want to know about it. Oxidative stress, I like to think of as rusting that goes on within cells of any human or any living being. So it happens in people, it happens in pets, and oxidative stress naturally occurs as we age, both in people and pets. So rusting, not a good thing, right? If something rusts, it's not able to work as efficiently. And but we also, the more we're exposed to free radicals, things that are kind of hijacking our bodies, we need more defenses to be able to protect ourselves from that, those free radicals and that aging process. And you might consider, or you may have already considered, when you look at a pet or a person who is a certain age, and they either look younger for their age, or maybe they look significantly older for their age, based on how they're functioning and getting around, maybe how they're walking. What are signs of aging that you see in people and pets? It is good to ask the question, why is this person or this pet aging more rapidly than another one? And so free radicals, toxins, things that are going in the person or pet's body, things that are outside of the pet or person's body are influencing this aging process. So just wanting you to think about this if you haven't thought about it before. Hey, Naz, thanks for tuning in. And Marcy's not familiar with it. Oxidative stress has been related or linked to almost every disease process. And so you definitely want to know about it. So for pets, it might look like, if your pet is stressed and having oxidative stress, some things you might notice are a loss of appetite, changes in their digestive function. So you might notice that they are having diarrhea. They may be having trouble going to the bathroom. If they're not wanting to eat, that can be something you really want to pay attention to. Pets can be very stressed due to their diet if their food is not as healthy as you think it is, which is oftentimes the case from my experience and from looking at pet food. And you also have to be careful about water quality. A lot of things to consider here. If your pet is not getting enough attention, if you're away a lot, that is something to also consider. There are, just like us, things that affect us also affect our pets. Let's see here. Just some statistics for you. More than 1 out of every 5 pets suffer from some type of hip dysplasia and or some form of osteoarthritis. So let me say that again. 1 out of every 5 pets suffer from joint issues like hip dysplasia or some form of osteoarthritis. I myself dealt with inflammation, burning in my hands and feet only 5 years ago before I was able to turn my health around. Our pets are dealing with similar things. Arthritis. Is your pet limping? Is your pet having trouble going out to go to the bathroom? Is your pet, oh gosh, comment, what are some things that you have seen with pets, either past or current, that were troublesome and you knew something was wrong, but have you ever considered that it may have been due to oxidative stress, or likely due to oxidative stress and inflammation going on in their body? So about 20% of pets are dealing with hip dysplasia and or some form of an osteoarthritis. Pets can also suffer quite commonly, unfortunately, with things like cancer and autoimmune diseases, which are also so common in people, unfortunately. They're becoming more commonly diagnosed as well. Did you know that pets can suffer from something called canine, or with dogs, a canine cognitive dysfunction? I have never heard of this term, but I'm not surprised. Our brains are impacted greatly by inflammation. And so therefore, I'm not surprised that it would also impact pets as well. So there's something called canine cognitive dysfunction, CCF. There is also something called CDS, cognitive dysfunction syndrome, that vets are diagnosing pets with. So think dementia, think, comparable to what's going on in people. It's impacting pets as well. So sad to me. So if your pet is confused, your pet is having difficulty finding things that it used to be able to find, like, the water bowl or the door to go out, to go to the bathroom, like things to really consider when you notice something's off, something's just not quite right. Hey, Bonnie, thanks for tuning in. We're talking about pet health, taking good care of our furry friends, noticing if something's going wrong, if something just doesn't seem quite right, recognizing the role of oxidative stress and inflammation in our pets before it's too late, and helping to curb that inflammation. So this cognitive dysfunction that's being diagnosed in dogs and pets can start as young as age 7. So if you have a pet, who's only a couple years old or only 7, don't think that this is something that only happens in older pets, over a certain age. Some of this stuff can be seen as early as age 7, and sadly, possibly before that, I'm thinking. I had my issues starting in college with my digestive issues, and I ended up having my joint issues starting as a new symptom at age 30. So just because someone's age may seem lower doesn't mean that they aren't prone to developing oxidative stress and inflammation. No one is immune, in my professional opinion, to this. It's affecting a lot of people, pets and people. Some signs that your pet is having cognitive decline or inflammation affecting their brain. They may be disoriented. They may be having difficulty interacting socially with you or with other animals. They may be soiling the house, going to the bathroom in places they shouldn't. And unfortunately, we could get upset with them for that, right? But that's a sign that something's not working well in their body. They may be exhibiting destructive-like behavior. They may be extremely tired, and they may be having trouble sleeping. Oftentimes, those are things seen in people as well who are struggling with inflammation, chronic illness. Very common to see in people as well. All right. Let's see. What else did I want to mention? Where your pet is located is very important, because again, like I said, what we put on our pets, what they consume, their food, their water, and their environment is very important. So, if you, let's say you keep your pet near a place where there's a lot of fumes, that's something to consider. A certain area of your house that is closer to fumes, or maybe you're using certain chemicals in your home, that could be impacting your pet. So many things to consider, guys, but so worthwhile to be able to look at that and problem solve and help not only your pet, but yourself. If it's poisoning your pet and it's toxic, it's going to impact you at some point, if it hasn't already impacted you. So this is a lifestyle change. This is, looking at the whole picture for you and your pets. And, people and pets that have difficulty with their gut health, their immune system, are commonly going to be experiencing higher levels of oxidative stress and inflammation. I know I did. I had high inflammation in my body as long as my gut issues continued, as long as I was exposed to things that were triggering my immune system to react. I had extremely high inflammation, and chronic inflammation, guys, then over time damages tissues. Damaged tissues damages organs, and this is a very crucial situation. It's not something to take lightly. If you or your pets are experiencing inflammation, you need to address it. It's not something to be taken lightly, no matter what you've been told about your inflammation and your symptoms. It is imperative that you start paying attention and trying to do things to turn it around. So just to give you some ideas of some things that can be helpful, omegas, healthy fats, are very helpful for pets and people. I'm a huge fan of those for myself and for pets. And also one particular ingredient I really like, milk thistle, is excellent for liver health and helping with detoxification. And one product that I use for myself, and there is also a comparable form for pets, contains milk thistle and will help your pet to naturally detox the junk, the crap that we're being exposed to every day, whether we like it or not. There are toxins everywhere, and we can do our best to protect ourselves, but there are still things that we are going to be exposed to. So I'm a realist, and I believe it's important to realize no matter how good you are, quote unquote, how careful you are, we still are going to be exposed to some things. And so we need to have a way to protect ourselves and our pets. So I did want to share with you, activity, like your pet getting enough movement and play is super important. So if you're not getting out there and you're not able to walk your dog, think about, being more active and how that will help you as well as your pet. And I know for me and my cat, if I'm busy and I'm not really paying attention to her, she will let me know that I need to be paying more attention to her and that she needs her socialization, and that is key to her happiness. So socialization is very important as well, guys, for people and pets. Isn't it funny how simple when you really think about it, like what is helpful to us is also super helpful for our pets and vice versa. So let's take some lessons from each other. And I wanted to let you know that there is a very special deal going on for the product that I mentioned that has milk thistle as one of the ingredients, that is comparable to a product I personally take every day for detoxification purposes and to help reduce inflammation. And it is going to be on sale tomorrow, starting at noon Eastern Standard Time. The promotion is that if you buy three bottles of the product, you will get one free. So it's a very awesome deal. And I know for myself, it makes a wonderful gift for not only my own furry friend, my cat, but also for people in my life that absolutely adore their pets, and their pet is an important member of their family. And I'm so sad to say that I keep seeing, it's reality, but I keep seeing people posting about their pets and losing a pet. And that shows, again, how much our pets mean to us and how much of a loss it is to us when we lose our pet. So I believe that it's important to not just look at length of life for us and our pets, but it's looking at the quality of life and helping us and our pets to live not just longer, but healthier and happier. And, by doing some small, simple things, we can really look at prevention, and we can look at avoiding some of these like urgent care bills and all kinds of things that happen. And with pets, I know many people who've spent extremely large amounts of money on helping their pet because they love their pet so much, but they didn't have any way to, they didn't have pet insurance, they didn't have anything. So they ended up spending a lot of money in the pursuit of helping their pet. So I don't know about you, but I'm all about being proactive, trying to keep things from progressing, and so that we don't end up in that situation for ourselves or our pets that we're shelling out huge sums of money. Been there, done that for myself and my own health. And I would love to be able to help you so that you can avoid maybe some of the things that I experienced in my 7-year journey with digestive issues, inflammation, and autoimmunity. So feel free, drop comments on the video, drop questions. And if you're interested in knowing more about the product that I mentioned that will be on sale tomorrow, the promotion is only for tomorrow. So make sure if you're interested to make your purchase by the end of the day tomorrow. And again, the sale starts noon Eastern Standard Time tomorrow. Put in the comment box. I guess put in the comment box hashtag pet health, and I will get back to you on more details so that you can access that special deal tomorrow. I hope that you have an amazing weekend and the rest of your holiday, no matter how many days you have to be able to enjoy and shop and celebrate. And let me know what you found most interesting about this video and maybe what other information that you'd really like to know about. I like to offer important health information and valuable information to those who are watching. And I'm always available to schedule a consult with. I love doing Upgrade Your Life wellness consults that are 75 minutes where I can really dig deep with you and problem solve your unique health situation. Heck, if you want it to be about your pet, I can do a wellness consult for you about your pet and helping you to really problem solve through what might be contributing to your pet's health problems and getting to the root of those problems. So thanks guys for tuning in. Marcy, Angie, everybody that hopped on, thank you so much. And I hope you had a blessed Thanksgiving and continue to have a wonderful, blessed holiday season.